Barry and I are here at the bee farm. Well, it's just a regular farm, but we're checking on the bees. We're waiting on Derick Forrester. He's going to help me check them today. It seems like whenever I'm trying to make a video, I can't detach myself from the process of making a video. So when I'm looking at the shot, I'm looking at it as like a filmmaker would, you know. I'm like, Barry, make sure you fill up the frame, and I forget to look at the bees. I don't know what it is. Something happens. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to concentrate a little on the bees. I'm going to make sure I get a good look at them because I want to learn. Because Derick Forrester, he's an official beekeeper. He's a real beekeeper, and you know, he has a business also. Forrester Farms and Apiaries, and I'll put a link below. He sells woodenware and all kinds of supplies, so if you need anything, support him. Now, of course, he hasn't asked me to do that, but he is such a nice guy. Before he came here, he went to a place called Audubon Acres. It's sort of a natural area here in Chattanooga to check on their bees, and then he went to Crabtree Farms to check on their bees. He's just a great guy, you know, for the bee community, and it's just really cool to know him. We mixed up some water, some sugar water for the feeder. We'll be making sure that's filled. I'm also going to try out some pollen patties that I found, because there doesn't honestly seem to be a lot right now for them to pollinate on. Maybe I'm just not aware of it, but so I want to make sure they have plenty of nutrients that they need, and we'll see what Derick thinks about those too.
Bottom there.
Yeah.
What's it?
Dude, it is.
On the leather part?
Fire's coming out of the bottom.
On the leather part?
Oh, it's got a little exhaust, circle.
Yeah.
That's where the... It shouldn't be doing that.
There, got it all fired up.
It's pulling fire.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
At the bottom.
Oh man. It's really smoky.
Anyway, we have Derick here. Thanks, Derick, for coming.
You're welcome.
I can report that on the 12th, here's our little log. We checked the hive, we filled the feeder.
I meant to bring you some of those inspection sheets I got.
That's what I need.
Make simple.
Yeah.
Probably scan it and send it to you.
I could probably download it online, couldn't I? Somewhere. But we noticed some capped comb on the 12th, so I'm wondering if we don't have some little guys poking their heads out.
21 days.
Yeah.
After it's capped. They seem to be pretty calm.
They usually are, until we really start messing with them.
Mm-hmm. Pulling frames out and stuff.
They don't like that.
What are they doing? Is that what you were looking at, Barry?
Yep.
Well, that's two females, so.
Lesbian bees. All right, I love that. Look how many bees.
Yeah, they're doing really good.
That has to be some new bees. Surely.
When did you put them in?
Look at the log over there, Barry, and see. We've never seen that many bees on top.
27.
We have the May. How many weeks has that been?
I guess it hadn't been long enough. Now that was the last frame we put in, so I didn't really expect to see
Put it
any.
here out of the way. See if I can explain some of the.
4 weeks.
Well.
She would have had to start laying right away, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
So that's just got. Is that capped?
This is capped honey.
Oh, it is capped honey. Okay, cool.
And then these is nectar, because you can see it's
Oh, look, I can see the nectar this time.
glowing. That would be pollen, the dark spot.
Very cool. And this frame is, what, not really half built out yet.
Nope. The further you go in, the more they'll have built out.
Bare handing it.
Well, he's got an experience there.
Sometimes. Okay, this is cap brood.
Okay, good. So the darker...
And this is a stinger in my finger. You spoke too soon. Okay. This would be all cap worker bees. There's some larvae, if you can see it. It's kind of light in these right here. You see the little C in there?
Oh yeah.
Here's your queen.
Wait a minute, hold it still for a second. We're trying to get some. Where are they?
Where's the queen?
Right here.
Oh, I see her. Look at that, Dad.
See how big she is?
Yeah. Okay, keep your finger there. Okay, now I got her. When you're this close, it's hard to tell where the camera's pointing.
So she seems to be
very
happy.
Good girl. Oh, is she gonna lay one? I thought she was getting ready to.
She might stick her tail down in there.
I thought I saw her thinking about it.
We got her out in the light. She might. She's far. Yep, I think she's going to.
That's awesome.
It's doing something.
The reason you can tell the difference between a laying worker and a queen, she's got the long tail, so she put it right in the bottom of the cell. A worker bee's not got the long tail, so they do multiple ones in the same cell.
Now see, Barrett, when I say getting close, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I can't do when I'm doing this by myself.
Right.
And it's really, really cool.
And the reason...
We pick up frames and put them back down.
No, we're videoing them, but I just don't want to keep them out very long because I'm afraid she'll fly off.
The pheromone of the queen suppresses the ovaries of the worker bee, so they won't lay. That was something new I've just learned.
Say that again.
The pheromone of the queen, suppresses the ovaries of the worker bees because they're capable of laying too, but they won't lay as long as there's a good working queen in there because her pheromones keep them from producing. That's all cap brood there. That's a good.
Okay, so the honey is the lighter.
Your honey will always be in a, see this
like the
up
white
here?
looking.
Up here?
Yeah.
And then in a Langsford hive, I don't know how they'll do in this one, I have to watch them, but they'll do a honey ring like this. All your broods in the middle.
Oh look, yeah, there's another little patch of honey up there.
This is going to make like a dome in the middle of this, and they're going to have honey on the outside, honey on this outside. They'll have brood in the middle, and honey around the top. Looking good. So you still got your honey here at the top.
And they got one on the way.
Don't mess with it, just let it go. Just leave it alone, he won't bite you.
This really looks great.
Does it look good?
Yep. Here's some brood right here, or some larvae in these cells.
What the?
That's what you call burr cone. They put it where they don't need to. You can pull that off.
Pull this off.
Yeah,
I'm just going to drop it in there because there's plenty of room.
I believe we've had some hatch out.
I think we have, because I don't
These
recognize...
spotty holes in the middle of all this brood is probably where some has hatched out.
Let me see. Oh, you want me to try to take this burr comb off?
You can if you want to.
Or you'll just leave it on there?
Is it stuck good?
Let me see. Try not to grab them. There's enough room in the bottom, they can get it. I don't know. Move, little guy. Move, little guy. There we go. That's probably good enough for now. I don't want to make them too mad at me. They haven't stung me yet. I'm trying to stay on their good side.
Make them happy.
One thing I like about this system, Derek, is I can slide these boards like this and keep them from getting crushed. So what do you think?
They look really good.
I'm happy.
Plenty of brood in there.
So what I'm going to do, Barrett, is just... What do you think about those pollen patties, Derek?
They're good.
I'm just going to pull the... Come around here, Barrett, so you can see. I'm just going to pull the follower back. And it said you didn't have to take the paper off of them.
Just set it out there. That's wax paper, I'm sure.
Is it? Is that why they say it?
Yeah, they'll take care of it, too.
I just thought I'd give them a little head start. See that, Barrett?
They'll like pollen patties.
One reason to have good space underneath the...
Yep.
No, we got to put it back on before they get in here.
They're fine.
Other side.
They're just excited to see pollen. They're just excited to see me. Alright guys, you guys got to go in there. Did I get any in there? I don't think so.
What's that?
Let me put this back up.
No.
In the, that's where I put the... That was the method I came up with for... I just put the package on top of that.
Yeah, that worked.
Go in. It took a while, but I don't think they liked it very much.
Be an escape route too for this side.
Huh?
Be an escape route.
Oh yeah, once
you got
they
them
get
in here, they could come out there and then get out.
Well, I didn't want them thinking they could come in here and build comb, though. I don't like them in here, so hopefully they'll eventually be in here. I'd like to think I'd have that many bees here at one time. So this is Derick's labels for his honey jars. I think that's just cool.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Best to print.
No, American labels on Dodge Avenue.
They look really good.
I was glad to find somebody here close.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to buy something from you, what do they do? Go to your Facebook page?
They can go to my Facebook or call me, email me.
Oh, there's your phone number.
I don't have a website yet, but I'm working on that.
Somebody told me last time I was talking to you on my Bluetooth, hey, you got his phone number. I was like, yeah, he likes that.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks, Derick. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. If I can get you in the shade, I want to show you a picture of an egg. Because I can't see it good from here. Well, you might, Kim.
Wow, that's a close-up picture.
You see that little bitty thing right there? That little, that's an egg.
Oh, I do see it. Cool.
And then as you go in, you know, after the 3 days, they drop, and then they do the little C. It looks like a little C in the cell, which is the larva stage.
Well, Barrett,
That was cool.
have you ever met anybody as nice as Derick?
I tell you what, man.
The guy risking his life for us. No, what is this? What is it about my bees that won't sting me? He got stung. Of course, he's
Bare-handing it, man.
well. I was barehanding it too, but I wasn't. I'm trying to make sure I'm not gonna. No, I mean he deals with a lot more bees than I do, obviously. So he's more free to deal with them. I mean, his movements are a little bit more deliberate than mine. When I was picking off that bird comb, I was like, okay, this finger's going here, this finger's going there, this bee's bud is right here. But anyway, he's just a nice guy, and I appreciate it, what he's doing, and we'll support him all we can. We're gonna go ahead and get Barrett a half suit since it's summertime, and I'm gonna buy that from him. It's, what did he say, like 75 bucks, 78 bucks? So that's one way we can help support him, and we're buying our wax foundation frames from him, which are excellent.
Great.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever use anything but the wax foundation anymore. And it's just pretty cool. So I'm happy. I'm hoping the bees are staying happy. We filled up the feeder. And he said not to worry too much about the little mold or whatever we were getting in the sugar water. I don't know if you heard
that, no.
Barry and I poured out 2 or 3 jars full from the last trip. Apparently they're not needing that feeder as much as we thought they would, because it's only, after about a week, it was only a half a gallon that they use. So I don't know, maybe that's more than I'm thinking. I figured they'd use a gallon a week anyway. But it'll be interesting to see how much of that pollen patty is gone when we get back. Did you?
It will be.
Did you? You got a video of that, right, Barrett?
Yeah.
That's good. So I was afraid. You know, I didn't see a lot of bees coming in with pollen on their legs in their little pouches, and so I had actually ordered those pollen patties 3 or 4 months ago, and I basically had forgotten about them and found them. And when Bear and I were cleaning up the office one day, and so we stuck one of those in there. I'll be interested to see what, if it's gone. We'll just keep putting them in there. I ain't worried about the cost so much, you know, as I am making sure they stay alive. So anyway, enough rambling. Hope you guys are enjoying the bee videos. I sure enjoy keeping bees, and the neighborhood, the community, the bee community is one of the best I've ever been in, and just everybody's really nice and wanting to help each other. And it's not competitive like you see in a lot of other communities. And I mean competition's good, but yeah, it's just I don't know how to describe it. It's pretty cool. So anyway, Barrett, what'd you think?
It was fun. Yeah.
Keep forgetting the truck
Thanks,
tar.
Derick.
Yeah, thanks, Derick. We do need to remember the truck guitar. Keep forgetting it.
Yeah.
Nice.